Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The Diagnostic Trouble Code, DTC U0101-00, refers to a lost communication with the Powertrain Control Module, PCM, within the PGM FI system of the Honda Odyssey models from 2011 to 2017. The PCM is a crucial component responsible for monitoring and managing the engine and transmission's performance, and it communicates with various sensors and control units through a network to ensure optimal functioning. When communication is interrupted, the vehicle may experience various issues which can impact performance and drivability. Before proceeding with any troubleshooting, it is essential to examine whether the vehicle has been in any collisions, as this can affect component functionality. Additionally, one should follow the proper procedures for handling the Supplemental Restraint System, SRS, and check the software version of the SRS unit using Honda's HDS, Honda Diagnostic System, tool to ensure that everything is up to date. Identifying and rectifying this issue is critical to restoring normal communication and overall vehicle operation. The DTC U0101 indicates that there is a lost communication error with the Powertrain Control Module, PCM, which is central to the vehicle's engine management system. The PCM controls critical functions such as fuel injection, ignition timing, and emissions controls. Physically, the PCM is located in the passenger compartment, typically under the dashboard or near the driver's footwell. This unit communicates with various components over the Controller Area Network, CAN, including the Engine Control Unit and Transmission Control Module. When communication fails, the vehicle may enter a fail-safe mode where engine performance is diminished to prevent damage. Understanding the critical role of the PCM and its communication pathways is vital in diagnosing and rectifying performance issues related to DTC U0101-00. Several factors could lead to the emergence of DTC U0101. A faulty Powertrain Control Module, PCM, is a primary suspect, as hardware or internal failures could disrupt communication. Furthermore, damaged wiring between the PCM and various components can prevent proper signals from reaching their destinations, indicating an electrical fault. Poor connector contacts are another potential issue. Corrosion or loose connections can lead to intermittent communication failures, which exacerbate troubleshooting of such DTCs. Other mechanical issues, such as component malfunctions resulting from previous collisions, should also be considered. Evaluating these causes systematically ensures that the underlying issues are identified and resolved efficiently. The symptoms associated with DTC U0101 can vary, but typically include activation of the malfunction indicator lamp, MIL, or check engine light on the dashboard. Vehicle owners may notice that their engines perform poorly, exhibiting lack of power or irregular idling. In severe cases, the vehicle may enter limp mode, limiting functionality until the issue is resolved. Additionally, erratic behavior of other electronically controlled systems can occur as they rely heavily on consistent communication from the PCM. Recognizing these signs early can prevent further damage to the vehicle's systems, making timely diagnostics and repairs crucial. The first troubleshooting step involves checking for any communication error DTCs in the FCAN, Flexibly Controller Area Network, and BCAN, Body Controller Area Network, using the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS. Identifying any related DTCs will guide further actions. If communication errors are present, focus on those particular codes. Alternatively, if no additional DTCs are found, this suggests that the issue may specifically relate to DTC U0101-00. It is crucial to approach troubleshooting with this systematic method, to ensure comprehensive coverage of potential failure points before making component replacements or adjustments. After addressing the previous communication checks, clear all DTC codes using the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS. This action resets the monitoring system, effectively allowing you to observe if DTC U0101-00 reappears. It is crucial to document any changes in the vehicle's operational behavior post-clearance. By categorizing symptoms and occurrences, you can draw insights into whether the problem is persistent or intermittent. This step lays the groundwork for further diagnostics and enables you to focus on any reappearing patterns. With the DTCs cleared, turn the ignition switch to the on/to position, or use the engine start-stop button to select the on mode. Then wait for 10 seconds. This period allows the vehicle's electronic systems to initialize fully, which can sometimes resolve minor communication errors by allowing all modules to boot correctly. After this waiting period, check for DTCs again using the HDS. If DTC U0101-00 is still present, this indicates a more profound issue needing detailed diagnostics. Always ensure that you follow these procedures meticulously to validate the state of the vehicle's communication systems. At this stage, depending upon the results from the previous check of DTCs, confirming the presence of DTC U0101-00 is vital. If the code is indicated, this suggests that the communication issue persists. If not, this may point to an intermittent failure, where the problem could recur sporadically rather than being constant. In such cases, document all findings and maintain a record of symptoms experienced during vehicle operation, as this data will aid in guiding further troubleshooting actions. Understanding whether the fault is electronic or due to physical connections will shape your diagnostic approach. Next, turn the ignition switch to the lock 0 position, or utilize the engine start-stop button to select the off mode. This action ensures all electrical systems are turned off, giving you an opportunity to safely proceed with the next steps in the troubleshooting process. Ensuring power is completely removed from the electronic systems prevents accidental short circuits or electrical damage during subsequent disconnections and checks. Always perform these system shutdown procedures as a safety measure to protect sensitive vehicle components and your diagnostic tools. Upon successfully turning off the ignition, start the engine and monitor the malfunction indicator lamp, MIL. Pay close attention to whether the MIL remains on for longer than 30 seconds during engine operation. This behavior can indicate underlying issues within the fuel and emission systems, which may need further attention. If the MIL does stay illuminated, it signifies that additional diagnostic troubleshooting within these systems is necessary. If it turns off, it suggests that no immediate fault codes are present, and intermittent issues might be the cause. Understanding how the MIL behaves under various circumstances provides invaluable insights into system health. Following the assessments of the engine's performance, turn the ignition switch to the lock 0 position, ensuring that the vehicle is completely powered off. This is critical for safety, as you will be handling electrical connectors in the next steps of troubleshooting. Always make sure that the vehicle is powered down to prevent electrical shorts, which can lead to additional errors or damage. Taking such precautions ensures that subsequent disconnections and contact checks with the PCM and SRS unit are handled safely and effectively. In this step, it is essential to jump the SCS service check switch line using the HDS tool. This step protects the Powertrain Control Module, PCM, from possible damage due to backfeeding during test procedures. Jumping the SCS line allows the system to operate safely while you perform further diagnostic investigations. Ensuring the PCM safety is paramount. Any improper handling could potentially result in costly repairs down the line. Once this step is completed successfully, you will be prepared for further interaction with the PCM and its connectors, laying the groundwork for next diagnostic actions. Now, disconnect the PCM connector A49P from the PCM. This step is crucial for investigating potential wiring issues or continuity problems affecting communication. Accessing this connector allows you to perform checks on the wiring directly connected to the PCM. Exercising caution during this process is vital. Improper handling of connectors can lead to increased wear and create additional faults. Once the connector is safely disconnected, you are positioned to engage in more thorough testing, including checking for any continuity issues that may suggest a breakdown in communication. Next, it is important to disconnect the negative cable from the vehicle's battery. This disconnection serves multiple purposes. It protects against accidental electrical surges while you work on the SRS system and ensures safety during subsequent procedures. Allow at least 3 minutes after disconnecting, giving all systems time to discharge. This precaution minimizes the risk of accidental activations of the airbag system or erroneous signals. Preparing thoroughly before proceeding to disconnect components significantly reduces the chance of complications arising from residual power. In this step, you will disconnect the SRS unit connector A39P from the unit. It is vital to take special care during this process, as the SRS unit is integral to the vehicle's safety system. By accessing this connector, you are preparing to conduct continuity checks that can help confirm whether signals between the SRS unit and PCM are intact. Always ensure you follow proper handling procedures to avoid damaging the connector pins or other sensitive components. Understanding the significance of both the SRS unit and the PCM in vehicle safety can guide your actions throughout the troubleshooting process. Finally, check for continuity between the SRS unit connector A39P terminal number 6 and the PCM connector A49P terminal number 48. Additionally, assess the continuity between the terminal number 7 of the SRS unit connector A and terminal number 49 of the PCM connector A. This check ensures there are no breaks or faults within the wiring that may lead to communication errors. Any identified lack of continuity indicates a wiring fault that may necessitate repairs or replacements. Documenting findings at this stage is crucial for later reference during repairs or further diagnostics, ensuring that all findings are clearly recorded for future evaluations. After completing the necessary repairs and corrections based on the diagnostic findings, it is vital to perform a final verification process. This includes conducting a road test to observe how the vehicle behaves under normal operating conditions. During the test drive, monitor closely for any resurgence of DTC U0101-00 or associated symptoms. Confirming that the previously identified communication issues are resolved helps validate the effectiveness of your repairs. This step ensures that the solution is sustainable and not a temporary fix, establishing reliability for the vehicle's operation. Implementing preventive maintenance is crucial to sustain the communication health within the PCM system. Regular inspections of connectors, particularly for wear and corrosion, can prevent future communication errors. Keeping the software of the SRS unit and PCM updated using HDS helps to prevent glitches and enhances overall performance. Additionally, documenting all vehicle diagnostics provides valuable insights into operational patterns and can highlight any emerging trends related to communication faults. Maintaining proper servicing schedules enables proactive management of potential issues, preserving vehicle reliability over time. In summary, effective troubleshooting of DTC U0110 requires a systematic diagnostic approach that encompasses thorough component checks and communication tests. Understanding the interplay between the PCM and SRS unit is essential for effectively diagnosing lost communication issues. Identifying underlying causes, such as faulty wiring, connectors, or hardware, ensures a comprehensive strategy is applied to effectively tackle the fault. The importance of preventative maintenance cannot be overstated. Regular inspections and updates serve to mitigate future issues. Adopting proactive strategies can enhance vehicle reliability and performance, ultimately leading to increased owner satisfaction and safety on the road. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.